All right. Let's get into it. Straight to the point. Um, Sports and entertainment. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications too, so that you're able to get all of my content, all of my videos. Shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing communities, and shout out to all of my subs too as well. That's been rocking with me day ones, and as well as my new subs too as well. I think everybody's gonna love this one that we're gonna talk about right now. Salute Brown Sugar Beautiful. I see you in here. Now, everybody has been putting their 2 cents in the situation that happened earlier today concerning Eminem, Monica McNutt, and Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp, that debacle that took place on First Take. I bought marshmallows for Stephen A. Smith roast. Well, come and get it, man. Salute, Ted. Now, I want to give a shout out to the fellas that I have already talked about this. The first one that I saw talking about this was, of course, Ticket TV. Definitely go sub to his channel. Also, Dubs, definitely go sub to his channel. And there were a few others I can't. Yeah. Brandon Love Sports. Definitely go sub to his channel too as well. I saw him talking about it too. Boy, I tell you, man, the Wnba, they're not stupid and they know what they're doing. They actually know what they're doing this time. Okay, for those of y'all that did not see what happened and what took place earlier on First Take, and you know they've taken a lot of them down. They've taken a lot of the videos down because they didn't want to see both Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. They actually got cooked one the hard way. Dolo. She did it dolo on their ass. Okay. Now, of course, the subject was about Caitlin Clark. You know, how she's getting quote unquote unfair treatment, all this other BS and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And here you have Stephen A. Smith sitting up there, basically, you know, giving the excuse as to why they should appreciate Caitlin Clark, all of the players that are in there. And Shannon Sharp was kind of backing, you know, siding with Stephen A. Smith. Well, Monica, Eminem was basically telling him and just hitting him with every talking point. I mean, every counter, every talking point that Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp tried to come with, they tried to really double team Monica McNutt, and she wasn't having that shit. She was cooking both of their ass. And the thing about it is that her counters, she had a counter for everything that they were saying. And the biggest counter that I did like is the fact that she brought up Candace Parker, which I thought it was a perfect example because I had already stated that about Candace Parker. And I'll get to that in just a second. But the thing about it is, here come Molly, like always, wants to sit up there and interject. No, you're going to let their ass get cooked. Talking about one at a time, and all this other stuff. No, this is the show that people want to see right now, and you don't want Stephen A. Smith nor Shannon Sharp to get cooked by Monica McNutt, which she had done plenty of times before. She's cooked them consistently. And then Shannon Sharpe wanted to make her, less of a woman, but she stood on her shit. And he was like, giving her different examples and stuff like that, and trying to bully her into the corner and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, both of y'all asses really don't have no dog in the fight at all when it came to Monica McNutt and her talking point today. The one thing that she brought up really just solidified her destroying both of them today, and that was the fact of Candace Parker and the treatment that she got when she was in the WNBA, and they didn't make a whole big old ordeal when Candace Parker had came out. And people got to realize, and I'm glad Ticket had touched on this, because I was going to say this too, and I've said this before. Candace Parker was a star coming out. She was dunking in the game and everything. She was making national attention and stuff too. And this was when the WNBA was actually being marketed a little better. Don't forget, the WNBA actually was doing somewhat decent at one point in time. It was doing phenomenal when it first came out, when Cheryl Swoop and Cynthia Cooper and all them with the comments, Lisa Leslie, and so on and so forth. Now, they're making it seem as if though, okay, she's the hope and she's going to carry the league and stuff like that. Well, Monica, her point is like, what about these other women in here that haven't been entitled, like I talked about yesterday, that haven't been spoon-fed, that haven't been given, given the bag like they are supposed to, but all of a sudden, you're not only giving her the bag or whatever, endorsements and stuff, not really the bag, because her money is really coming from endorsements and deals and stuff like that. Her contract really isn't all that much at all. But they're doing this and they're doing that. They're giving her attention and stuff like that. Well, these other ladies are sitting up there and they're saying, okay, well, we've been here too. We've been playing. And on top of that, you got a rookie that's coming in here feeling like, complaining about calls and stuff like that, trying to get handouts and stuff. And all the rookies got the same treatment. Yeah, they both got toasted. No easy passes. Yeah, that's right. Just like Shay said, Shannon, we know. Yeah. It's a disgrace that a black man can't get a job. What's up with it, Cottage? I see you in here, man. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I think a better moderator than Molly. Monica is on her shit. Molly tries to come from an emotional standpoint all the time. And she's always trying to put her debate cap on when she's supposed to be moderating. No, you need to sit your ass back and moderate. Now, if you get on the panel and you get somebody else to moderate or whatever, okay, then you could go ahead and you could go at Stephen A. Smith, or you could go at Shannon Sharpe or whatever. But you always try, you doing the same shit that you did several years, a couple of years ago, that people were getting on you about. And now all of a sudden you want to throw Stephen A. Smith because he's getting his ass fried by Monica McNutt. He frying both of them. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Monica McNutt looks better than you. She's more articulate than you. Okay? You sound like a whiny, like just annoying. You know what I'm saying? Just annoying as hell. But Monica's coming and she's bringing that feel like, okay, she's coming with intelligence, she's coming with facts, and she's not always speaking from a standpoint of emotion all the damn time. Matter of fact, Stephen A. If you really want to be real, y'all ready for this one? Y'all gonna trip out what I got to say. Y'all gonna trip out what I got to say. I'm gonna be real with you. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp didn't know how to control their emotions when it came to Monica McNutt today. Monica McNutt knew how to control. She was controlling everything. But the thing about it is, what they have to understand is that she's speaking from not only a woman's point of view, but more importantly, a woman of color point of view too as well. And everybody wants to sit up here and act like, well, this isn't about race. Straight, this ain't about race. Yes, it is. It is about race. But you know what? The WNBA, they asked for, a lot of people. Listen, I have been talking about the WNBA on my channel. The only other person that really has been talking about the WNBA, and I can attest to this, there's only been two other people that's really been talking about the WNBA besides myself and trying to give these ladies credit, all right? The sports and political channel of LB, because he done numerous of videos on this. Shout out to LB. And Too Raw for TV. He's touched on it a whole bunch of times. Listen, man. Now y'all just now want to start talking about the WNBA again and giving them more light. There's been more consumption of the games this season than it has been in the last couple of seasons. Like, it's must-see TV now. And now the WNBA, they're loving this now, because guess what? You got what you wanted. You got your cash fucking cow in Caitlin Clark, and you got somebody that you could demonize in Angel Reese. Now, y'all sitting up in here and y'all want to bring up the fact that, they're being too physical with her and all this other stuff. That little bump or whatever by the Liberty player, that wasn't no big ass deal. Hell, she got Angel Reese got clothesline, which I had already talked about that. That could have been a more devastating injury, possibly almost ending her career, than the little stuff that she going through. But what did Angel Reese do? And she's been getting a lot of physical treatment. She ain't sitting up there crying like I told y'all. Let me read a comment. You said Shannon Sharp. You Shannon Sharp nothing but fruit roller, of course. Clark have to tough up or go home. Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, Monica is a real one. But yeah, like, they were sitting up there, man, and they were just pretty much, when it came to, there was nothing that, look, even had Stephen A. Smith, like, he was exhausted from the ass whooping that he was getting in terms of verbal jujitsu. You're not going to win this argument. Your talking points are so lame, and the fact that you're trying to defend Caitlin Clark, that makes you look even more silly. If anybody you should be defending Angel Reese. Because I said time and time again that she is the champion. She is the champion, okay? And I'm not gonna get into the personal stuff about them climbing up the ladder and all that other stuff, but I'm talking strictly basketball. When it and when it comes to strictly like marketing, uh, their their marketing. Listen, if they do, they could actually be successful if they market this right. Like, they don't know how much attention that they're garnering. It's everywhere now. It's on social media, everything. About Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese and everything. But see, they only use Angel Reese as kind of the fall, not the fall guy, but the fall girl in this case. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about the success of her, but they're talking about all of the bad stuff that Caitlin Clark is going through, and they're marketing that as a way to go ahead and change the WNBA, which is so unfair. Now all of a sudden you're gonna make changes just to cater to Caitlin Clark, and that's what's gonna happen. And that's not fair. That's the only problem that I have with it. Now I am happy that the WNBA is getting attention, but not just because of one player. I think it's unfair because here you have two champions that have came in, that have gotten drafted. Okay, but then again, you wanna stop marketing around a woman that wasn't successful, and a lot of people got to understand is that she's already got money though. She was rich. Caitlin Clark was rich before she got into the WNBA. Hey Ashley Queen, I'll see you in here, sweetie. How you doing? I mean, he's wishy-washy. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and on top of that, like he's never consistent, and of course he's gonna flip-flop, and then when somebody calls his bluff, he's up in there. Like when he wants to be there. Listen, he is a narcissist. He wants to sit there and be the loudest one and stuff like that. But when Monica McNutt kept on talking and hitting them with counters, it didn't matter, and he was getting into a back and forth match. Oh, he don't like that. Oh, I'm trying to talk, or all this other stuff. But you do it to people all the time. Nah, fuck all that. Monica McNutt, she cooks your ass, and that goes to show you that if you get a strong sister on there that knows what she talking about, all these, for the most part, some of these sisters or whatever, they be, some of these women on there, they be kind of, I'm not gonna say they're intimidated by him or whatever, but they don't want to push the envelope. Monica McNutt, she pushing the envelope because she's not for that shit. And how can you sit up there and tell her? How can you sit up here and compare Caitlin Clark and what she's going through as a bad thing compared to all these other rookies? You don't think that these other girls or these other women that are in the league now have been pushed to the floor, elbowed, shoved, undercut, you know what I'm saying? Feet taken out. You don't think that they went through the, nah, that's not how it works here. I mean, she was actually, she was, listen, and that's what I was saying, y'all. Molly tried to send a life jacket because she knew she didn't want to see Stephen A. Smith get barbecued like he did. But everybody knows that she got that she barbecued both of them. She barbecued both of them. And they're gonna sit up there and try to, he gonna try to impose his will like that, saying, "Say it, Monica, say it." She been saying it the whole goddamn time. If you listening. Oh yeah, and you know what? I got to give Austin Rivers credit. Austin Rivers, he has his own mind. I don't want to quite call him a contrarian per se, but he carved everything straight down the middle. You know what I'm saying? I as an analyst, I got to give him credit. And man, he really, man, listen, bro. When it came to that situation where he was talking about football players and playing basketball and vice versa, man, he destroyed old girl on Get Up. Destroyed her. ESPN YouTube the video. I said in the beginning, Ted, they took it down, and they know why they did that. They know why they did that. You know what I'm saying? Because Monica be going in. Like, look, I don't know. Does Monica have podcasts? I'm quite sure she does. I know she's she calls the games for the Knicks or whatever. But hey, she definitely, if she don't have one, she needs one. And the thing about her is I don't see her like, you know, buck dancing or you know what I'm saying, being on no Oreo bullshit. She's straight, you know, she comes real. Yeah, Kimberly Martin. Yeah, he definitely barbecued Kimberly Martin, man. But nah, I'm not talking about a guest though, but I'm talking about having her own podcast. You know, like I don't like Molly as you know, like Carrie Champion. I used to like Carrie Champion. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes I disagree with some of the stuff that where she was coming from or whatever. But I like Carrie Champion as a moderator. But I think it's time for a change. Molly wants to sit there and throw life jackets and shit like that. No, don't send that motherfucker no life jacket. Nah, don't feel sorry for Stephen A. Smith. Nah, you got to get it just like everybody else. And they do the, you know, I noticed, you know, they try to do the same shit because there's been times when JJ Redick has, and I know y'all probably don't like him or whatever, but JJ Redick has cooked Stephen A. Smith. Everybody, you know, Kendrick Perkins has cooked Stephen A. Smith. A lot of people have cooked Stephen A. Smith, and then here come Molly trying to interject and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn. I mean, I'm beginning to wonder if you got something going on with Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. I'm just being real. What's up with it, Wnba? I see you in the building. She was babbling. Who was babbling? Who was babbling, Andover? Oh, no. I hope you're not talking about Monica. Monica wasn't babbling, sir. And that's cap. Monica was not babbling. If anybody was babbling, it was Stephen A. Smith blowing nothing but hot air, him and Shannon Sharp. Plus, you sitting up in there capping for somebody that's sitting up there whining and crying that got to go through the same rigors like everybody else. Yeah, Kendrick Perkins, he started off a little slow, but now he's starting to get, and that was because Kendrick Perkins was trying to, and all athletes do this. They start to, when they first come into, and you know, being an analyst and being on TV, they transition from going from the actual athlete to the actual media. And Kendrick Perkins, he struggled with that. but now he understands that he is the media. He's one of them. He's one of the guys that he actually used to hate. He probably hated the media, just like the majority of a lot of the athletes do. But now he understands that he is the media. But no, Monica wasn't babbling. If anybody babbles, it'll be Molly. Nah, Monica, I actually enjoyed Monica when she laid that. There's been some stuff I didn't agree with Monica in terms of her talking points sometimes, but that's very rare. There's probably been maybe one or two things. Other than that, she's always been on point. And Stephen A. dreads it. He dreads going at Monica or whatever, because he's most of the time he's gonna lose. He's not gonna win that argument, even if he tries to lay out his best talking points. Try to come with your best counters. You're not winning this one, dog. I remember the good old, good old boy used to cook. Oh yeah. Yeah, up in here babbling. Nah, she wasn't babbling at all. And that's the thing. See, we got a lot of men out here, man, that like, okay, because a woman gets on there, oh, now she's babbling. No, just like it'd be different if you got on there and you were saying a whole bunch of bullshit ass rhetoric, like JJ rhetoric on there and stuff, blowing nothing but hot air a lot of times. But she wasn't doing that. Everything that she did. Okay, so let me say this. Let's go back to that. Okay, Andover. All right. Now you said that she was babbling. So is Kaylin Clark getting automatic leapfrogging treatment above players who have been in the league? Special treatment and stuff. Is that babbling? Because that's the point that she made. Is her comparison to Candace Parker, getting in the fights and her getting physical treatment, her being knocked down and cheap shots and all that other stuff, getting the rookie treatment, and still was able to be successful in her rookie year, in her rookie season. Is that babbling? No, because that's one of the points that she laid out. It's her going through the rigors and going through the same physical treatment that a rookie is supposed to get, just like anybody else. A point that she laid out. Is that babbling too? No. It wasn't babbling. But you probably think it was babbling because they weren't letting her talk. And he gonna sit up, well, I'm trying to talk and all this other stuff. No, you kept trying to cut her off. Cause every time somebody tries to go for the gut puncher, go for that Eddie Murphy punching Della Reese, you know what I'm saying? Or, go for the, Della Reese hitting him with the combo and laying Eddie Murphy out on Harlem Nights type of knockout, you won't let her. But instead, you want to cheat and you want to pick up the trash can like Eddie Murphy. You want to hit niggas with garbage cans. You want to do some shit like that. You want to you want to team up with Shannon Sharp. Nigga, she was whooping both of y'all motherfucking ass. Nigga, if this is a fight, nigga, she'd have brown sugared your ass. She'd have Ashley'd your ass. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, bro. Hey, that's like two men that's trying to beat up a woman, and you got both of y'all asses whooped, not knowing, specialized and was a 30 to 50 degree black belt. You know what I'm saying? – But nah, man. I mean, she wasn't babbling at all, man. She was her points were well taken. Um, Now, Kimberly Martin, I I don't often agree with Kimberly Martin. There's some stuff I agree with her, but Kimberly Martin sometimes she'll babble a lot. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But I like Kimberly Martin too. You know what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff I don't agree with stuff. You know what I'm saying. But that day, man, she got fried by Austin Rivers. I'm sorry. Austin Rivers was able, and Austin Rivers held it down. I thought Austin Rivers was gonna fold. There you go, stereotyping me and brown sugar. Nah, man. Hey, I'm just saying, like hey, it's not stereotyping. It's basically saying y'all can't be F with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, actually, am I right though? And brown sugar, somebody run up on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna take no shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey, our LDBC, man, we got strong sisters around here. All right, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no weak. We ain't got no weak. Listen, you definitely can't be a weak woman and be around me. I'm a lot to deal with, man. I think that's why my mom was excited when I said I was leaving out at 17. Negative, I can't go for that. Okay. Well, and you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? But see, my whole thing was is that, but you see, do y'all see the point that I'm trying to make? You got Stephen A. Smith that was sitting up there trying to take, he figured he had his his partner in crime, Shannon Sharp or whatever, that they were just gonna gang up on this situation, and he was, they was just because they agree, they're both in agreement with the whole Caitlin Clark situation that they were just gonna go ahead and they were gonna win that debate, but it wasn't gonna happen. Man, close. Facts.